Chrisley Knows best Savannah Chrisley is slammed on Instagram for her choice of controversial role model. However, it seems like Savannah didn't intentionally mean to stir the pot. Not only that, but she responds in the comment section. Keep reading to find out more about Savannah Chrisley and her choice of controversial role model. Earlier, TV shows Ace reports that Savannah Chrisley is ready to dominate a man's world in sexy leather. Knowing who her father is, some may think that the most controversial thing about the reality television star's recent Instagram post is the amount of cleavage it shows and the material the outfit is made out of. However, this post just goes to show that people in the public eye fall under scrutiny for just about anything. That's not to say that this photo isn't jaw-dropping. The photo is a black and gray portrait of Savannah. Her hair, makeup, and outfit are all on point. It's hard to think of many people that can rock a leather suit as Savannah does. At first instance, it seems like Savannah puts a lot of thought into crafting a caption for this photo. Notably, she settles on a quote from Ruth Bader Ginsburg, as found below. Next, things get interesting in the comment section of the post. Followers think they're calling Savannah out when they begin sharing their difference of opinion in the comment section. Some of the comments in question are found below. Apparently, the last comment above caught Savannah's attention because she responds. She asks the follower to explain their position. Also, she seems to emphasize the fact that it is okay to have a different opinion. However, she lays the foundation for civil communication on the matter. The young businesswoman writes, "I'm always open to hearing a difference of opinion/beliefs. Take away Democrat and Republican. This is a humanity thing." Lastly, Savannah explains why chose such a controversial role model like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ruth paved the way for so many. After that, she elaborates on the things she appreciates from Ginsburg. She spent much of her career as an advocate for gender equality and women's rights, and for that I'm grateful. Do you think Savannah Chrisley has a controversial choice of role models? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to come back to TV shows Ace for more Chrisley Knows Best news. Check your local USA Network listings to find out when Chrisley Knows Best and Growing Up Chrisley returns with their new seasons. Savannah Chrisley had grown used to the spotlight long before she understood how heavy it could feel. The former pageant queen, reality star, business owner, podcaster, and inadvertent public figure had spent years navigating attention that celebrated, scrutinized, and dissected her every move. But even with all of her notoriety, nothing had braced her for the sudden tidal wave of backlash that descended the moment she aligned herself with a figure many considered problematic. Within hours, the internet was ablaze, and Savannah found herself standing at the center of a controversy she never saw coming. For many fans, Savannah had long been a symbol of resilience. Her life had unfolded publicly through highs and lows, triumphs and pitfalls, and emotional complexities that most people only faced in private. After her parents' legal troubles and imprisonment, she had stepped into the role of caregiver for her younger siblings, redefining herself in the public eye as a young woman forced to grow up fast. Viewers admired her strength and ability to forge a path even when life seemed determined to collapse beneath her feet. That reputation made the backlash she now faced even more explosive, as critics felt betrayed by her latest choice. The trouble began when Savannah announced her admiration for a controversial figure, a public personality known as much for divisive stances as for influence. The identity of the figure mattered less than what they represented: a lightning rod, someone who polarized fans, critics, and the general public. Once Savannah positioned this person as a role model, commenters lit up the internet with accusations, disappointment, and a rush of emotions that spiraled out of control. Some followers questioned whether Savannah understood how her platform shaped younger fans. They believed she carried a responsibility to uplift individuals who promoted unity rather than conflict. Others accused her of aligning with someone whose actions did not mirror the values she had previously championed. The criticism grew louder by the hour as hashtags circulated, memes spread, and social media analysts dissected what the decision might signal for her brand and public persona. What made the situation even more volatile was how abruptly the shift occurred. Savannah had spent years cultivating an image of authenticity, relatability, and moral grounding. She frequently emphasized growth, learning, and faith, prompting many to see her as a grounded young woman navigating real-world challenges with grace. The controversial announcement seemed to contradict the foundation she had built, and fans struggled to reconcile this new version of Savannah with the one they believed they knew so well. Yet the controversy revealed something deeper brewing beneath the surface of Savannah's public life. For years, she had attempted to balance the expectations placed upon her with the reality of her evolving identity. She was no longer the beauty pageant teen from early reality show seasons. She was not the same carefree influencer who once posted playful moments with family members. Instead, she had become a woman shaped by hardship, responsibility, and constant judgment. Someone who had learned that every public move came with consequences, whether intentional or not. The backlash forced many to ask whether Savannah had always lived inside a box built by others. Fans, critics, and even strangers had formed strong opinions about her without ever truly knowing the complexity of the person behind the camera. They felt entitled to her choices, and when she behaved in a way that contradicted their expectations, even slightly, the disappointment was amplified by the weight of parasocial familiarity. To some, Savannah was more than a public figure. She was an aspirational blueprint. Deviating from that blueprint felt, to them, like a betrayal. As the online conversation intensified, Savannah faced waves of criticism dissecting everything from her upbringing to her current responsibilities. Commenters pointed out the contradiction between presenting herself as a family-oriented young woman and choosing to admire a widely debated figure. Others used the opportunity to resurface old controversies from her past, reigniting speculation and judgment that had long since faded. Critics articulated frustration that she appeared to glorify someone whose behavior they viewed as inconsistent with her own messaging. But while the internet churned with opinions, Savannah found herself experiencing an emotional tug-of-war internally. Her admiration for the figure stemmed from qualities she believed aligned with resilience, reinvention, and personal strength, traits she valued through her own battles. She saw something in this person that reminded her of her journey, someone who had weathered storms and emerged with a sense of purpose, even if their choices remained controversial to others. To Savannah, the admiration was nuanced, rooted not in blind idolization, but in understanding flawed humanity. Unfortunately for her, nuance rarely survives the internet. Critics interpreted her stance as an endorsement of every divisive decision the figure had ever made. Supporters split into factions, some standing by Savannah, others stepping back, hesitant to align themselves with her new perspective. The debate expanded beyond Savannah herself, moving into broader discussions about public figures, influence, and the ethics of choosing who to admire. Through the storm, Savannah's world remained strangely quiet. Friends, colleagues, and acquaintances contacted her privately to express confusion, support, or caution. Meanwhile, her siblings looked to her for reassurance, and Savannah carried the added weight of protecting their emotional well-being from the noise erupting online. Her new role as their guardian had taught her the importance of shielding them from unnecessary pain, even while she herself became the internet's punching bag. As the controversy hardened, Savannah's team began quietly assessing the damage. Analysts examined trends, looking for patterns in public sentiment. They evaluated her partnership agreements, the mood of her consumer base, and the potential repercussions for her brand. Although she had weathered storms before, this one felt different, more personal, more intrusive. It questioned not just her actions, but the core of her identity. Yet, in an unexpected twist, the controversy sparked an important conversation among her most loyal followers. They recognized that part of maturing meant forming opinions that didn't always align with others' expectations. Some fans took the opportunity to reflect on the unrealistic pressure placed upon public figures, especially women, to remain perfect role models at all times. They emphasized that placing Savannah on a pedestal had made it easy to forget her humanity. These supporters argued for more compassion, understanding, and space for growth.